The one-eyed man woke with the sound of 1,000 dry cactuses crunching. Finger Girl didn't wake to the sound of dogs crunching glass, yet they still did it. Jigsaw in hand, the one-eyed man set off on wide roads to get clean washing, while Finger Girl checked out the railways of the airport and took up smoking. Much later, the one-eyed man thought about deep-framed Renaissance images, though he didn't sit around in unusual backgrounds like those other art critics. He was nevertheless confused still, without the understanding surety of his eye. Beer Crate took to the bottle in the early hours, electing a rather nice ruby port. The one-eyed man had to suffer his neighbours as they looked at the fire alarm. It was good to see his was not the only dressing gown of the tragic afternoon. Though the stage was set for infinite happenings, the time seemed to mull itself, choosing too much lemon and cinnamon flavouring to enrich the hacked taste. The familiar spit of blood in the morning did not hanker for a reasoned clarity. The Nova-Sphinx purred, cement-eyed, waiting and watching for any chances. Beer Crate called out to Sledgehammer, reminding him of measures in his will. The one-eyed man elected to throw some arrows, unaware of danger's lurk. His one single eye aim, though, sent his sorry spears deep left, disconcerting him. His other eye still trundled streets, gazing as always at what was or not to see. Like a poorly led, befuddled tourist, without a working map, he suddenly rolled. The one-eyed man found a deadly, mouldy orange, hidden among its brethren. Two brothers drove across the broad oceans in their car bound for Thailand. Soon the car became a mighty battleship, speeding past massive supertankers. At checkpoints, passports were raised. They punched in with a sayonara laughing. The battleship flowing on unstoppable to those poor fools at borders anyway. Hotel rooms were settled on with varying degrees of comfort for the brothers. Soon, though, they were all teenagers together, numbers raising till it was many. In groups, they took in the new, odd environment and local school-light systems. Bullies mocked them for being fat, though they themselves were rather rotund. Then out came the round, transparent, plastic, papery, mind-altering drug tabs. Questions were asked about the legality of it all, but it turned out it was fine. One brother had 3 stuck together, watching with trepidation those around. They all responded in different ways. He retreated into his brain on swallowing. The one-eyed man squinted blearily at the clock. It was just the Vicks Vapor Rub. The Vapor Rub gave no indication as to time or what dreams he endured meant. He got up feeling sad still as drill and grinder filled the air outside with screams. Door sounded. He shuffled downstairs. It was his lost eye. He leapt and cheered. Beer Crate made a tender speech, and Sledgehammer and Aerosol leant on him. He felt the time had come to say goodbye, and they all agreed it was the end. Harass, come and go, they said, and their time had been filled with quiet warmth. Like the strolls on embankments with young, happy, carefree, passionate lovers. How they had laughed and cried, shed hot tears of bemused indifference even. They had been inseparable friends, but now Beer Crate was leaving for pastures. He smiled in a baroque golden glow that flattered the sparkling sunlit clouds. Pulling away in the gleaming Jaguar, his friends applauded and cheered happily. With artful precision, Finger Girl eased the lost eyeball back into its gory socket. Complete, once more the man and finger girl embraced and headed outbound. Although a blast of cold air hit them, they were happy and warm in their love. The bar, now sadly free of the jazz stylings, was a honeyed haven around them. The two-eyed man looked with stereo-head vision at Finger Girl and the outworld. All seemed perfect in the hazy cocoon of red-hued light and beer-warm tastes. Their minds felt free and untroubled until the voice cut into their bondedness.
Can I get a lift? I'll live your way. Go on. It's your duty to. It's selfish not to. Unfair.
It was Nova-Sphinx. His pink face fuzzed with a straw blonde of annoying fluff. He stuffed his self-satisfied, conniving, drunk, beer-still face into their small car. And so the prophet said, "Beware still the Nova-Sphinx, for therein is doom."
Well, it's the ending.
Move along, you two. Less of it. Cool. Could do you for fly tipping.